Hi everyone, this is Kayla Coleman, and I am doing this tutorial to show you how you can complete Google Slide assignments and turn them in. This is my husband's Google Classroom so that I could show you the student side of Google Classroom and Google Slides. These are his classes, and I'm going to click 6th grade class. I added him as a student. You can see the stream. There really isn't anything in the stream right now because uh, school hasn't started yet. But I added a couple of practice assignments for tutorial videos. So I'm doing the practice Google Slide assignment for this video. Okay, whenever you go into your classwork and you go to the assignment, it'll give you a description of what that assignment is about. Since this is just a tutorial video, I just said during this video you will learn how to respond to questions in Google Slides. Whenever you go to an actual Google Slide assignment this year during NTI or even during class time, you need to read the directions because the directions could be telling you specifically what your teacher is looking for and what types of questions they want you to include or what types of answers they want you to include in the slide. So let me go through some of these slides and give you some examples of things that you can do in Google Slide when answering questions. I'm going to click the Google Slide icon. The teacher has made everyone a copy. This would also show up in your Drive. And this is just a generic Google Slide. So this is what it's going to look like whenever you pull up a Google Slide that your teacher has assigned. You are able to edit the slides. So if you want to go from one slide to the next, you want to come down to the left scroll bar, and it'll show all the slides that are included in this Google Slide. Some teachers might leave these slides blank and ask you to add things to the slide yourself. I'm going to show you how to do that, but just for this tutorial, I'm showing you questions that are already ready for you to answer. So the first slide is how to fill in the blank answers. So say you get a question like, what is your favorite color? Well, you can either type in here, click inside the box, and type in your favorite color, purple. That's one way you can do it. What is your favorite band? Um, if you can't type in your text box, you can add a text box if there's not one there where you want to put your answer. You can either click this square with a T in it that says text box, or you can go to Insert and click text box. After you've clicked text box, your mouse should have a plus sign, and you want to click and drag that plus sign wherever you're wanting your answer to go. After you do that, you're going to type in your answer. Okay, so that's another option. You can also change the color of your text. Sometimes teachers might ask you to give it a colorful text so they can easily see your answers and grade your answers. They might want a red or they might want a blue, something that's easy for them to see and grade. You can make it bold, italics, or underlined. You can change the size of the font if you want the words to be bigger. You can adjust your text box however you need to. There are multiple options there. Sometimes what I like to do is include a table This is a one-by-one table that's already ready for you to type into. So if anyone ever includes a table like that, you can click inside the table and type your answer. What is your favorite subject? Math. If you want to create a table like that yourself, you can click Insert and go to Table, and you can have however many rows or columns you want. You just want a one answer thing, you would go a one by one, and a new table will pop up. You can adjust it however you want to, make it uh, make it bigger, smaller, whatever size you need. Here's another example of a box. I like to put small tables where you just put one number in. 8 times what equals 16? You would type in the number 2 in that box. Those are just some examples of how you can fill out, like fill in the blank or answering a question straight into the Google slide with text. Okay, this is about inserting a picture. Sometimes your teacher might ask you to insert a picture of yourself. It might ask you to post a picture of maybe your scratch paper if you worked out problems on a piece of paper, or maybe something that you drew. If you want to take a picture of something you drew and put it into Google Slides, you can insert a picture through your webcam, and I'll show you how and how you can do other pictures. So we'll go back to that insert. This insert button is going to be your best friend with Google Slides. So I'm going to insert an image, and you can either upload an image from your computer, which you probably won't have any images in your computer. You can search the web. So if you click search the web, you have a Google that'll pop up on the right hand side, and you can click in search for images and type in whatever you want a picture of. Say you want a picture of the moon. You can look up pictures of the moon whenever they load. I know that Miss Cattell is going to be giving you guys an assignment where you have a blank slide and she says you can include pictures. You might find pictures this way, or you might take a picture of something at your own house or find a picture somewhere else online. Okay, so say you find a picture of a moon that you like, you're going to select it and then click Insert, and it will insert that picture directly into your slide. Now, you're going to have to adjust the picture, make it smaller, move it around, click and drag until you find a place that you would like it to be. Another option is to insert an image. You can get an image from your drive. Say you found something online and you saved it to your drive, or you took a picture and you put it in your drive. Any pictures in your drive you would find right there. You're probably not going to have photos, and URL would be if you found a picture that is linked. If you say you find a picture in a website and you want to use that picture, you have to copy and paste the website address of that picture to get that picture. That's a little more complicated. Or you can do the camera. Your Chromebooks have a webcam on them. So if you click camera, your webcam is going to pop up, and you can you either take a picture of yourself or show a picture of something, hold it up in front of the camera, make sure the camera can see you, make sure the camera can see whatever you're taking a picture of, and then take that picture, and then it would insert it into the drive. So those are different ways you can do an image. I can't really show you how to insert a picture with the camera because I'm using a webcam right now. I can't use a webcam for two different things at the same time. But just so you know, um, that is a really good option for you to take pictures of things and turn them in. Okay, let's see what's next. Sometimes the teacher might give you a table and ask you to fill in the blocks with your answer. So say you were given a multiple choice question. Which planet is closest to the sun? A, Saturn, B, Jupiter, C, Mercury, or D, Earth. Whatever you think the answer is, you can highlight or fill in that entire block to show your answer. Well, the planet that is closest to the sun is Mercury, so I'm going to click inside that block, and I'm going to go to this top bar and go to fill color. Fill color, and then select a color to fill it, and it will make that entire block that color. That's really handy to use with answering questions. Which punctuation looks like an exclamation mark? Go to the block that has the answer. Go to fill color. Click the color. And that's your answer. That's pretty much it for filling in the blocks. You can also change the text color too. That is the capital A with the underlined color. It also says text color. If you wave your mouse over each of these icons, it will tell you what that icon is used for. So this is something that you can try out when you're working on your own Google Slides. You can put shapes in there, different types of shapes. You can do different types of lines. Say you want to underline something. There are multiple options here. Okay, the next slide is circling the shape that is an octagon. If you are asked to circle something, you can insert your own circle by going to this shape icon. I'm going to click shape. There's shapes, arrows, callouts, equations. We're going to do a circle. So go to the shapes and look for a circle. It says oval, but this will be okay. And then I'm going to click and drag a circle over top of the shape that is an octagon. So we circled our answer. One advanced step, see how the circle kind of got rid of the octagon? You can change that circle to go to the back by clicking order. Might not let you. Order and send backward. Guess it's not letting you. Maybe I could send that one forward. There we go. So you can bring shapes to the front or take shapes to the back if things overlap. You just have to play around with that order button. Okay, slide number 6, changing the background. This is pretty easy. There is a button that actually says change background. So you can click background and you can choose a color to change the background, any solid color or a gradient. Say I want it to be a gradient. I'm going to select that color that I want it to be, and I can click done, and it changes the background. Say you find a really cool picture you want to be in your background. You can click choose image, and you can upload an image from your computer, which probably you probably won't have anything in your Chromebook. You can take a picture with your camera on your webcam. You can find a picture from Google Drive or do another Google image search. So any of those options are available, and you can change those pictures to take up the whole background in your Google slide. Any extra things on the toolbar? Sometimes if a teacher assigns a Google slide, these pages look really, really tiny and hard to read. You can magnify your page whatever size you want. This is a 61% right now, so say I want 100. That made it a lot bigger and easier to see. You can also make it even bigger, but then you would have to scroll up and down and left and right a lot more. Or you can simply just click zoom in or zoom out. That's another way you can insert an image. If you want fancy font or pretty ways to type your words on here, here's some fonts you can go through. If you want something on the left or centered or to the right, you can click those. Extra tools can always be found in those three dots. Something you might use here is if you do bullet points. Those are most of the tools that you will likely be using this year. And of course, as always, if you ever have any other questions or can't figure out how to do something, just ask a teacher. If your teacher doesn't know, she's going to point you in the direction of someone who can help you. Okay? So hopefully this helps you understand Google Slides a little bit better, and this helps you complete your Google Slide assignments better. Hope you guys have a good year. Let me know if you need anything.